Okay, here's the trig question. We're starting with sine of alpha equals 4/5, and we've got to get cos alpha. And for that you know a relationship between sine squared alpha and cos squared alpha. And you need to know alpha is acute, so you can choose the correct one of two possibilities for that. But that's really just course 2 stuff. Then for dotty 2, we've got cos of alpha minus beta. So you look up in your formula book the formula for cos of a minus b, and you substitute in sine alpha is 4/5 and cos alpha is what you've worked out it is, and then sine b and cos b are just the other bits that are left in it. So this is just putting these two values into your normal formula for that. And then to finish it off, we've now got what cos beta is, so you just imitate this. You now start with cos beta and you work out what sine of beta is. And now you've got all 4 things from that. We've put cos alpha and sine alpha in already. You can now put cos beta and sine beta in. Work out the answer in an exact form, and that will give you this 2 marks. Then in part B, the first bit we see tan 2x, and this has got just tan of x, so we need a double angle formula. Tan of 2x, you need to have memorised. You can reconstruct it from the tan of a plus b in the formula book if you've forgotten, but it's a fraction with tan x's on the top and tan x's on the bottom, and if you want that to equal 1, you should be able to rearrange this into that quadratic equation for 2 marks. The whole of part B is a re-entry point anyway, and this is another re-entry point, b dotty 2. This is just applying what you've done in part 1. So tan 45 degrees equaling 1 relates to tan 2x equaling 1, so the x we're talking about here is 22.5 degrees, so that 2x is 45 degrees. So we've got an equation for that. We've got to solve this quadratic. You always knew you were going to do that, and there'll be 2 solutions. One of them will be tan of 22.5 degrees, and the other one won't be. And to recognise which is the correct one, well, they tell you the answer. You probably have to give a reason for rejecting the other one. So tan of an acute angle, 22.5 degrees is definitely acute, has to be a particular kind of number, which this is, and the other answer isn't. So that's your reason for choosing this of the 2 routes.